Okay, so it's been about 45 minutes. I am going to do my first stretch and fold. So the first thing you're gonna do, you can see the dough looks different already. It's been sitting and absorbing water. I'm going to get my hand wet with the leftover filter water that I had. Just gonna like dip it in here. And I'm gonna pick up one side of the dough and stretch it just gently. You don't want to break the dough. You're gonna stretch it just enough so that it's coming away from the bulk of the dough, but not breaking off. And this is going to help develop the gluten structure in your sourdough. Stretching and folding is just a really gentle way of kneading your dough. At this point, what I do is I do try to get a little extra water in if I feel any dry clumps of flour. I'm just gonna kind of come around and try to semi-evenly round this out. It doesn't look pretty, but that's okay. And I'm gonna fold it over. Kind of tuck it on that fold so that the smoother side is up. I'm gonna fold her down, and I'm gonna let it sit and rest for about another hour. So here is my next stretch and fold. It's been about 1 hour. You can see how much the dough has changed so far, just with a little bit of time and some gentle stretches. So I'm pulling it without trying to break it, and I'm gonna just work my way around the dough, cover it, and let it sit for between 30 and 60 minutes. Here is the third stretch and fold, and just the same thing. Every time you come back, it feels softer and softer. It should be able to stretch a little bit further every time. And this is just developing the gluten structure so that your dough will be nice and strong when it rises as you bake it. One way to test if it's strong enough is a window pane test. So you can see here I'm stretching the dough and I'm looking for light to come through. I want the dough to stretch but not break. So this dough is looking pretty good. I think I'm going to cover it and maybe do one more stretch and fold. So this is stretch and fold number 4, and that should be my last one. You can see how much the dough has changed since we started. There are a few little air bubbles in there. It's looking light, a little fluffy, and just those are the signs that you're looking for that your dough is rising. So I'm going to do one more. Just one more chance to strengthen that dough, and I'm going to let it sit and finish bulk fermentation. And this will just help my bread to be nice and strong, and I'm working in more air there so that the gluten is well developed. Now this is what the dough looks like right before I'm ready to shape it. You can see some little air bubbles on the side here, and it's a little sticky. It's looking really good, and it's ready to be shaped so that it can go into the fridge for cold fermentation.